Hello, kindergartners, and welcome to our last week of academic instruction. Today is June 8th. It's our 55th day of distance learning. We have a lot of the same things this week, but there's some things that are different. I'll explain that at the end of the video. But first, let's go over some supplies that we are going to need today. The first supply that we are going to need today is 3 blank pieces of paper for our new word family book. That's right, our new word family book and our last word family book for our kindergarten instruction. So excited. Okay, so 3 pages. If you want to start now, you can fold them into halves and cut and make your book now if you would like. Okay, we also have our new rhyme game and rhyme game cards. Mr. Gallagher sent them to your families this weekend. I already have mine cut out, but the first picture on the game board is up here. It is somebody buying something or pay for something in this picture. And then this picture, we've seen a lot of these in our magazines. I think maybe in some of our science videos with Miss Schellenberger too. This is the seed. This is the part of the plant that it grows out of, kind of like an egg. Something's growing inside of it and then grows and it breaks open. Okay, so this is our rhyme game and rhyme game cards. Our last rhyme game and rhyme game cards for kindergarten instruction. Okay, so those are the supplies we'll need for that this week. Of course, we'll need a pencil for the word work and space bar, and our handy dandy markers or crayons. And then for science magazines this week, the first, I don't have any more author and artist magazines in my folder. So this week, we are going to start out with this magazine, which is called Dandelion Seeds Go. So we're gonna be learning about, I think, dandelion seeds, looking at the cover and looking at the title, I think, but we'll find out tomorrow. On Thursday, we are going to be doing this science magazine, continuing with our thinking of living things. So we talked about plants in this magazine and animals in this magazine. It says, what's inside these blue eggs? Maybe we'll find out in our magazine. Okay, so that is Tuesday's magazine and Thursday's magazine. So we'll need these for this week. And then for math instruction, we have some similar math thinking, but using some new tools. This week, Mr. Gallagher sent out to your families that we are going to be needing some pennies, which we've worked with before. We are also going to be needing some nickels, which are the silver color. I'll explain more in our math video this week about these different coins and their meaning and how much they are worth. Next up, we have our dime. It's smaller than the nickel. And last but not least, our quarter. So Mr. Gallagher sent out a list of how many coins you would need for our math instruction video. So if you haven't gotten those out, ask your mom and dad how many in the email that Mr. Gallagher sent out. I believe that, if I'm remembering correctly, it's 25 pennies, looking back, 25 pennies, 10 nickels, 10 dimes, and 8 quarters. I'll have to double check. I think that is the amounts that Mr. Gallagher sent out. Okay, so we'll be needing those, as well as what you have been using for your strategy for counting. We are going to be focusing on the counting on strategy in math. So I have these out for my math thinking this week. And I also have my whiteboard and my big blue chart too, because that helps my thinking. Okay, I think that's all of our supplies. So let's get started on some attendance. Pulling out my attendance sheet. I'm going to randomly choose. Okay, randomly. Okay. So, in our class, we have 2 students with the initials J, N. The person that we landed on today is, we have our new student first, and our old student, or a student that started with us at the beginning of the year. We are starting with the older student that started with us at the beginning of the year today. So I'm starting with the second JN. Okay, here we go. JN, good morning. KM, LS, LH, LP, MT, MS, MJ, PD, RV, ST, SF, SM, TW, TO, TO, AC, AVC, CH, CH, EN, GK, HN, and JN. Good morning, everyone, and welcome again to our videos for this beautiful Monday. Okay, so I have my phone ready with my flag. I'm going to turn up the brightness on my phone because it's a little dark on my phone. I want to make sure that you can see our beautiful flag. Okay, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? There we go. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, so like I was telling you before, we have lots of the same things this week. We have our word work, we have our rhyme game, we have our math videos. Continuing with our math videos of having, we're going to have our all intro video just like normal, explaining what is happening this week. We are going to have a strategy video for everyone. Everyone will be watching, explaining our thinking of counting on. And we will have our video with our at standard worksheets, so the worksheets that we would normally do in class together, and then our video with above worksheets, so students who are ready for that challenge. Okay, so we will also be doing, of course, our 2 magazines. Next week, we're only going to be doing 1 science magazine, but I wanted to continue with it for our last week of school, and it's a very special magazine. So I'll show you that next week and explain why. And then, some things that are different this week. We no longer have any more read alouds from Mr. Gallagher. I ran out of those books, but I still will continue with my read alouds from my friend's library. And then we are all done with our math flashcard videos. So some things that are similar and some things that are different. But I will see you in a second for some of our normal videos. Okay, bye everyone.